Coming off of a sophomore season where he averaged 19 points and 10 boards, Lauri Markkanen had Bulls fans excited to see just how he would build and evolve his game for the 2019-20 season. After coming out swinging against the Charlotte Hornets on opening night, Lauri struggled to find consistency and comfortability in a struggling Bulls offense. So how does he get back on track? Well, to start, I've always thought the Bulls could use Lauri as a 7-foot Klay Thompson. Klay's the ultimate floor spacer, but unlike Lauri Markkanen being planted on the wing, Klay's used in constant motion. He may not be dribbling a ton, but this motion keeps him involved in the offense. The Bulls need to run Lauri off more screens where defenders will get lost on switches, causing cleaner looks. The defense has to shift, defenders don't get to rest, and Lauri doesn't have to just wait for the ball to hopefully swing in his direction. Now I know we've been conditioned to hate mid-range shots, but sometimes curling the screens instead of flaring breeds unpredictability. You don't want to predominantly shoot these shots, but Lauri needs to feel comfortable shooting them instead of looking over his shoulder at the bench. For guys without elite breakdown ability, these actions make it way easier to attack as it gets you going downhill and leaves the defender chasing. For a big, Lauri's shown that he can handle the ball in space, and these sets allow for Markkanen to get to the hoop. Another guy I want Lauri to study is Chris Bosh. Raptors Bosh had a lethal face-up game. Bosh would get the ball in the high post and just rise up and shoot. This face-up mid-range shot has always been a part of Lauri's game, but this past season, the Bulls mainly tried to eliminate it. Lauri, like Bosh, can easily just catch, turn, and shoot. When he gets smaller guys switched onto him, instead of forcing a post-up, he can just use his height to rise and shoot an uncontested jumper. And this is the next step for Lauri in the high post. Bosh would use this shot to open up his drives. Lauri needs to watch how Bosh uses pump fakes and jab steps to beat his man to the hoop. It'll lead to more shots at the rim and more free throw attempts. And we know Lauri's capable of attacking because we've seen multiple situations where he's thrived putting the ball on the floor. Watch how fluid Markkanen looks attacking these closeouts. And let's let Lauri handle some as a ball screen initiator. Wendell set some great screens, getting Lauri moving in space, allowing Lauri to attack the paint.
You're listening to a young AG.
Another way to get easy buckets? Pushing the pace. And Lauri's shown the ability to grab and go. In transition, defenders get cross-matched and confused. This allows Markkanen to take advantage and attack the extra space. Let's look at Lauri's shot chart and see just where he needs more shots from distance. You notice right away that in a year that Lauri struggled, that he was still a killer from the corner. Only problem is the Bulls' offense rarely got him corner looks. Lauri shot so many deep wing shots that he mostly front rimmed. Shots that would normally be short would be money on closer corner shots. The other hot spot was dead center. Let's move some of those wing shots to dead-on threes from the top of the key. This spot also gives Lauri more room to attack closeouts. And finally, the Bulls need to push the pace more. They have two super speedy guards in the backcourt, and yet they played at a middle-of-the-road pace. They just need to run more. Transition, early offense buckets will bump up Lauri's efficiency. Look, Markkanen had a down year, but with new management, there's reason to be optimistic that getting Lauri back on track is a priority. He showed too many flashes in his first 2 years in the league to not believe that he still has room to grow into the player that all Bulls fans know that he's capable of being.